Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. You're here with Miguel and this will be the 10th deck profile for the series. I'll be answering the question how to combine DC deck building sets. I'll be following three key ideas: theme, availability, and consistency. For the theme of the main deck, we're focusing on the Watchmen through the oversized characters. Since the crossover pack has a theme of loyalty and secrets, we will use cards that will reflect that. For availability, we're pulling from the original set: Heroes Unite, Forever Evil, Teen Titans, Rivals 1, Crisis 1 and 2, Crossover Pack 1 and 4. For consistency, we'll keep the main deck at 110 so that we can see cards from the Watchmen set more often. In this case, we'll start with the setup. In this crossover, there are 5 loyalty cards. 4 of them are loyal, and 1 of them is the secret mastermind. With 4 players, you will shuffle 1 secret mastermind with 3 loyal cards, then distribute them to players face down. Each player will look at their card and keep it face down until the secret mastermind reveals themselves. Then you will shuffle each mastermind plot and randomly distribute 1 to each player, putting the rest back into the box. This will be followed by shuffling the villainous machinations, placing them face down, and putting the top card face up. The face up villainous machination will determine how the secret mastermind will reveal themselves. Next up are the challenges. There are 2 for each cost. You will shuffle each challenge, stack by cost, then make 1 big stack with each cost, with the highest going on the bottom and the lowest going on top. These challenges will be completed by first contributing cards to the challenge, and then a player will play power equal to the cost of the challenge to defeat it during their turn. To contribute to the challenge, each player will stack a card needed to the challenge during their turn. This will indicate what players have contributed and what else is needed. Once the challenge is defeated, you will destroy the cards contributed to the challenge and reveal the next one. At the end of each player's turn, a card from the top of the main deck will be added to the lineup if they don't buy a card or gain a card from it. This rule is here to speed up the game and add stakes to the players who choose to stand by. Loyal players will win the game when the challenges are defeated and no more can be revealed, while the secret mastermind will win the game when the main deck runs out of cards before the challenges are defeated completely. There will be cards in the main deck that will help both possible scenarios. And now the deck profile. For heroes, we have 30. At cost 3, we have doubles of Robin, High Tech Hero, Raven, Dr. Light, and Jericho. Robin and High Tech Hero support equipment builds, while High Tech Hero can also support superpower builds. Raven is a great draw card that can further the gameplay of a player since it can generate +1 power. Dr. Light is also here to help with drawing cards and can attack a chosen player to discard their location. Jericho is here to have access to the game text of oversized characters through his attack. Attack cards will affect all players until loyalty cards are revealed. Once they are revealed, only attacks will only affect the opposing side. At 4 cost, we have a single copy of Sally Jespesic with doubles of Swamp Thing, Sonic Siren, Stargirl, Amanda Waller, and Element Woman. Sally Jespesic has the effect, gain the top card of the main deck. If it's cost 4 or less, repeat this process. If it's cost 6 or greater, destroy it. This is one of the cards from the crossover set that affects the main deck. It works for both loyal players and the Secret Mastermind because loyal players need extra cards to contribute and the Secret Mastermind is trying to deplete the main deck. Swamp Thing is here to generate 5 power if you control a location because contributing cards will stop you from reaching the power needed to defeat the challenges. Sonic Siren refreshes the lineup, helping to cycle out undesirable cards. It now can give hints to players on figuring out who the Secret Mastermind is, but you have to be careful because the main deck can run out a lot quicker thanks to Sonic Siren's effect. Stargirl is a defense card that can draw a card and put a card with cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile to the bottom of the main deck when defending. This will help players stack the main deck in order not to run out and lose the game. Amanda Waller can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a villain, you can gain power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, this effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Element Woman can also be a superpower, equipment, and villain while you own it. This is great for when you want to contribute cards but don't have the right card type. Element Woman can then only count as one card type once contributed. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Nightwing, Coriander, with doubles of Superboy and John Constantine. Nightwing supports equipment builds, while Coriander and Superboy support superpower builds. John Constantine is here to help with drawing and destroying cards in your deck as a way to speed up your turns gradually. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Hollis Mason and Blue Beetle. Hollis Mason has the effect +3 power. Destroy all non-equipment cards from the lineup and then replace them. This is an upgraded effect of Sonic Siren because it can destroy multiple cards from the lineup, helping deplete the main deck faster. Blue Beetle is a great defend card because it can reveal itself to stop multiple attacks from affecting you. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Pandora. Pandora is here as another card to further reveal to players who the Secret Mastermind is because it allows the players to add a card from the top of the main deck into the lineup. It can also help out loyal players by generating power to help defeat the challenges. For villains, we have 30 as well. At cost 2, we have doubles of Zookeeper and Deadshot. Zookeeper is an ongoing defense card with a delay effect that can discard itself to avoid an attack. Deadshot is here as a disruption card with his attack to reveal the top card of each foe's deck and then discard it if it costs 1 or greater. This can help the Secret Mastermind because players cannot contribute cards from their discard pile, only from their hand. At cost 3, we have doubles of the Penguin, Poison Ivy, and Jervis Tetch. The Penguin can draw 2, then discard 2 cards. He works in conjunction with cards that need certain card types in the discard pile like Robin and Superboy. Poison Ivy is another form of disruption with its attack to discard the top of each foe's deck and gain the weakness if the cost is 1 or greater. Jervis Tetch can thin out your deck by destroying or discarding the top card of your deck, and can work in conjunction with the Mind Control hat to play all heroes and villains in the lineup. At cost 4, we have doubles of Clayface, Bane, Killer Frost, The Blight, and Phobia. Clayface is here to copy the effects of any cards that you want to use again. This can be a proxy for having duplicate cards for crossover packs since they have a low card count. Bane is another attack that can discard a card from foes' hands. Killer Frost is here as an attack card against location cards and can draw one if one foe does not discard any. The Blight can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a superpower, you can gain power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Phobia is another disruption with her attack because she makes foes discard a card into any player's discard pile that did not avoid an attack, or the attacker. This means that players can pile up on a single player if need be. At cost 5, we have doubles of Scarecrow and Mammoth. Scarecrow is here as an attack card that can dish out weaknesses to slow down players' decks. Mammoth is a great defense card because when you discard to defend, he can draw 2 cards first and then destroy a starter from your hand or discard pile. This means that you can always wait to see if you draw a starter if you don't have one in your discard pile. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Rioters, Despero, Jinx, and Inertia. Rioters has the effect +3 power. Destroy all non-villain cards in the lineup and then replace them. This is an upgraded effect of Sonic Siren because it can destroy multiple cards from the lineup, helping deplete the main deck faster. Despero is a staple card that can draw 2 and then attack to make a player discard a card with cost 1 or greater. Jinx is an attack card that can discard an ongoing card from each foe as a way to control the playing field. Inertia is a powerful draw engine because he is an ongoing card that allows you to discard a card from your hand and draw a card after during your turn. At cost 7, we have 1 copy of Moloch the Mystic and Lobo. Moloch the Mystic has the effect +3 power. Reveal the top card of your deck, and you may destroy it. If you do, each other player destroys the top card of their deck. This is a great card for the Secret Mastermind because it can force players to destroy cards they would want to contribute for challenges. Lobo is here as a great destroy card that can destroy up to 2 cards in your hand and or your discard pile. For equipment, we have 30 as well. At cost 1, we have doubles of Quiver of Arrows. Quiver of Arrows can choose any number of players to reveal the top card of their deck and may discard it. This is a great card to use as a way to scope out the next card people will draw into and can give information on who might be loyal and who might be the secret mastermind. At cost 2, we have doubles of Eskrima Sticks. Eskrima Sticks can put an equipment with cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. This is a great way to reuse cards like Detonator again. At cost 3, we have doubles of Helmet of Fate, Batmobile, and Detonator. Helmet of Fate is a defense card that can help mulligan undesirable cards when you defend. Batmobile can mulligan your hand if it's the first card you have played, as a way to draw into cards to help out with your win condition. Detonator is an ongoing card with a delayed effect to discard itself to destroy a card from your discard pile, allowing you to wait for a turn or two where you want a card to destroy. At cost 4, we have a single copy of Night Owl Mask with doubles of Skeets, Signature Trenchcoat, Secret Society Communicator, Mallet, and Flight Wings. Night Owl Mask has the effect +2 power and choose 2 players. Each chosen player draws a card, then destroy the top 2 cards of the main deck. This works like a double-edged sword because the Secret Mastermind can choose 2 loyal players, or loyal players can choose themselves to speed up their turns. Skeets supports hero builds as a defense card that can put heroes on top of their deck or into their hand when defending. Signature Trenchcoat is here to gain cards with cost 5 or less from the destroyed pile, especially from cards like Amanda Waller, The Blight, Secret Society Communicator, and Super Intellect. Secret Society Communicator can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a hero, gain power equal to its cost. You can choose not to for +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Mallet is here as a way to give either players undesirable cards or give them cards to contribute on their turns for challenges. Flight Wings can put multiple cards on top of your deck that were bought or gained during the turn of playing Flight Wings. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Rorschach's Mask, Magician's Corset, doubles of Cosmic Staff. Rorschach's Mask has the effect +2 power. If this is the first card you played this turn, each player discards their hand and draws 4 cards. This is another double-edged sword because the Secret Mastermind can force players to rethink their turns with 4 cards, and loyal players can ask to use this card as a way to disrupt the Secret Mastermind along with themselves. Magician's Corset increases in power according to how many players you choose at the cost of letting the chosen draw a card. You can always choose everyone except the Secret Mastermind so they don't draw a card. Cosmic Staff is a defense card which discards itself to avoid an attack and gains the bottom card of the main deck. This works in conjunction with Stargirl because she can set up specific cards from the destroyed pile you want to gain with the Cosmic Staff. It can also work for the Secret Mastermind as a way to pull more cards out of the main deck. At cost 6, we have a single copy of the Owl Ship and doubles of Broadsword. The Owl Ship has the effect +3 power, destroy all non-hero cards in the lineup and then replace them. This is an upgraded effect of Sonic Siren because it can destroy multiple cards from the lineup, helping deplete the main deck faster. Broadsword is here as an attack to destroy cards with cost 1, 2, or 3 from the chosen foe as a way to disrupt their combos. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Mind Control Hat. Mind Control Hat is a good draw 2 card because it has its own attack to make each foe discard a random card and can combo with Jervis Tetch to play each hero and villain from the lineup. At cost 8, we have a single copy of Power Armor. Power Armor is a good reveal to defend card because it can destroy multiple cards depending on the number of attacks that have been thrown against you. For superpowers, we have 15 as well to see the crossover packs more often. At cost 3, we have doubles of Power of the Green. Power of the Green is here to put your location from your discard pile into play, or Power Armor is here to put your location from your discard pile into play to have it online by the turn of or your next turn. At cost 4, we have doubles of Canary Cry, Super Intellect, and Geokinesis. Canary Cry supports builds that are made up of villains as a defense card that can put villains on top of their deck or into their hand when defending. Super Intellect can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's an equipment, you can gain power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Geokinesis is another attack card against ongoing cards to make chosen player discard theirs. At cost 5, we have doubles of Rage Blood. Rage Blood is here to help chosen players destroy a card with cost 0 from their discard pile. It can work for loyal players as a way to thin out their decks as a team. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Reconstruction, World's Greatest Detective, and Mystic Bolts. Reconstruction has the effect +3 power. Destroy all non-superpowers in the lineup and then replace them. This is an upgraded effect of Sonic Siren because it can destroy multiple cards from the lineup, helping deplete the main deck faster. World's Greatest Detective is our Reveal to Defend card that lets us gain +1 power and draw a card when played. Mystic Bolts puts 2 cards, each with cost 5 or less and with different cost, from your discard pile into your hand. This is a great effect because it allows you to grab a card type or the same card type just as long as both are different cost and with cost 5 or less. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Duplication. Duplication has the effect, choose another card you have in play. Play it twice. Each other player destroys a card with that name in their hand or discard pile. This is another double-edged sword because the loyal players can use this card as a way to double their chosen card effect at the possibility of other players destroying their copy, and the secret mastermind can intentionally destroy the doubles of cards the loyal players have. At cost 8, we have a single copy of Disintegration. Disintegration has the effect, you may pay 15 power. If you do, remove this card from the game and then destroy a loyal superhero or a current challenge. This is the lucrative card in the crossover pack 4 because it can remove a player from the game to either slow down the loyal players or remove the current challenge. You have to know that you cannot remove a player until the loyalty cards are revealed because everyone is loyal until the secret mastermind reveals themselves. If you destroy a current challenge, it is automatically beaten and removed for the next one to come out. For locations, we have 5. We have a single copy of New York City, Happy Harbor, Belle Reve, Star Labs, and Central City. New York City has the effect ongoing. During each of your turns, you may buy a card from the destroyed pile as if it were a card in the lineup. If you do destroy the top card of the main deck, This is a way to help out players buy cards that would have gotten in order that they would have gotten in order to either contribute or reuse them to speed up their plays. Happy Harbor, Belle Reve, Star Labs, and Central City have the effect of gaining +1 power for each specific card type they ask for respectively. This is a way to help players achieve the power they may need to defeat the challenge. This crossover pack introduced us to Rorschach, Dr. Manhattan, the Comedian, Ozymandias, Night Owl, and Silk Spectre. They can work with the theme of loyalty and secrets, but can also work outside of their crossover pack because their effects are generic enough. In closing, this is one way to combine DC deck building sets. Remember, there's no single way to build your main deck. These videos are here to inspire ideas and start conversations. What would you change? Are you loyal or the secret mastermind? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share all the YouTube things. I'll see you on the next one.